What is up, future millionaires? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, okay? It helps me grow so I can keep providing y'all with more value. And I just want to thank you guys so much for how much you supported me. We have over 500,000 community members is what I like to call them on Instagram. TikTok is almost at 100K. YouTube is almost at 100K. Like, let's keep growing. So I'm very excited because, you know, one thing I'm all about is helping you start and build your business, build wealth, and build a life you love. Okay, that's what we do here. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is building, like setting your kids up to be millionaires from the time they are born. Now, I know some of you guys are already moms. Some of you are maybe thinking about becoming moms, or you might be moms of grown kids. But either way, this is an important strategy for you to understand so that you can build wealth in your family. Teach it to your kids, your sister, your auntie, your nephews, your brother, whoever. And let's get into this video.
Ellie talks money to create the better days. Business, money, life, the Ellie way.
Hey y'all, welcome back into the video. So let's get right into how you can set your children up for financial success from the time they are born. Now, this is so important to me because I want us to think about something. When we give birth, right? When our parents gave birth to us, and then when we go and give birth to children, let's think about financial planning or literacy is not normalized at the hospital, right? What things are you getting prepared for? They're talking to you about the car seats, the health of the baby, which is all very important, but there are no conversations around the financial element. There are no conversations around how to prepare for not just the money you're gonna need while they're a baby, but setting them up for a life of financial security. And did you know that when your child is born, as soon as they have a social security number, you can hire them, set up a custodial Roth IRA for them, and put $2,000 in there. That $2,000, even if they never touch it again, by the time they're 65 years old with compound interest, will be a six-figure investment account. Maybe even more based on the return, right? Now, if you do that same $2,000 a year from age essentially 0 to 65, they will have a seven-figure account balance. $2,000 a year is a little over $100 a month. Very, very accessible, very, very doable. Here's another thing, right? In addition to setting up a custodial Roth IRA for them, which again is only accessible if you hire them. They have to have earned income. Outside of that, you can set them up with a UGMA or UTMA investment account. These are essentially regular custodial investment accounts that allow you to invest money or friends and family to invest money. And that as well will continue to grow year over year with compound interest. So by the time your children are 18, they're able to take over the account. 25, 30, 40, 50 years old, there is all of this investment money sitting because you had a financial planning conversation when they were born. And, you know, one of my goals is to really normalize this conversation. How can we prepare moms for motherhood outside of just, you know, what it's going to take to be a mom? Because we already know that that's a lot. But financially, preparing them to make better decisions for themselves, but also to be able to make better decisions for their children, right? I know that if my mom knew that this was an option, I wouldn't have gone to college without, you know, proper funds. I probably wouldn't have had to be eating cup of noodles all throughout college, okay? And here's the thing as well. Not only can you invest for them from a young age, but you also understand that you can add them on as a credit card holder, like an authorized user on your account, with a lot of accounts like Discover, Capital One, Wells Fargo, even Bank of America. You can add them on as young as 0, right? There is no age restriction. American Express and Synchrony have restrictions where you can only add them on at age 11 or 12, but even that is still young. And so what you're doing with that strategy is you are setting them up for excellent personal credit by the time they are 18 years old. If you're like me, you probably did not know what your personal credit was at all, or you had heard of it, but okay. And you know, when you got to college, I didn't really understand my personal credit until I went to go and get my first car. And even then, I still didn't really understand it because I got a car that I couldn't afford and it ended up being repossessed. So essentially, when I tried to get my next car is when I really understood the consequences of my actions. But this is such an important topic, right? The reason why I'm passionate about helping moms build wealth and build a life they love is so that they can also empower their children to be wealthy and have a life that they love. You know, we've normalized struggle and poverty for so long that the thought of normalizing financial stability and wealth almost seems foreign. But it is very possible to make a decision when your child is young that will set them up for life. To make investments when your child is young, that will set them up for life. To add them onto your credit cards when your child is young, that will set them up for life. So what I want you guys to do is comment in the chat, what questions do you have about this, right? Have you heard of this? Do you know anyone who's done it? Will you do this for your kids? I want to get a sense of how I can best support you in this element, especially those of you that are parents, and really get into that next step in your wealth building journey and helping your kids to have that success as well, because that's what I'm all about, okay? Now, speaking of wealth and business, I'm going to make sure my free class is linked down below so that you can join, okay, and get this value that you need. If you haven't connected with me on any other platforms, make sure that you stay locked in with @Ellie Talks Money on TikTok, on Instagram, of course here on YouTube. And I actually want to say this. I have been thinking about going live on here, but I be like not knowing what to do. So if you think I should do more lives on YouTube, let me know, okay? What should we talk about? Like, I go live on Instagram every single day and it is a party over there. So I want to bring the party over here too, okay? So let me know that in the chat and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.